Everyone, in this lecture we will understand the next concept, that one is related to the function prototype or the function declaration means what, then the utility functions concept. Now we will firstly understand the function prototype. So what is the purpose of function prototype? Everyone knows about the function, right? We've already understand in a previous lecture that one is a member function. Then how exact we define that function, how exact we call under the main that one is under the main, that is simply the function. Then what exact the concept is a function prototype? That means the function prototype serves the following purpose. We will just to firstly know about the use of a functional prototype, and then we will understand it with the example how exact it means declare, or it may be how exact we mention under the program. It tells the return type of the data. It tells the return type of the data. We will just to mention one example here, like int, then function name, that is a function, is the function name itself, and then parameter passing, that means a and b, and the semicolon. This is simply the return type is an integer. Normally we mention as a void also, right? That is a return type. This is a function. These are the parameters under that. Then that is a return type of data that the function will return, means whatever the particular values which one is returned to the another function, or the particular whenever the main function calls the this function, then it returns to the something to the main, then it comes with a int, float, whatever the return data type. If it is mentioned with a void, then it does not return anything. Then number of argument passed, these are the argument, 2 argument passed. Then tells the data type of the each of the passed argument. It may be, you can mention like this, int a, int b, whatever the parameter passes, the data type of that parameters are defined like this, int a, int b, that is data type of each passed argument. Then tells the order in which the argument are passed, tells the order in which, then order a is passed first, then b is passed first. This process of the function, which one is know about, it's a know about to the compiler. Then at the starting of a program we define this function and mentioning as a semicolon, and that particular line we can say that the function prototype. The use of that, these are the points which one is informed to the compiler. With the help of that prototype, function prototype, compiler know about that function, that is the function written with the null value, function have the 2 parameter, function have the integer 2 parameter to pass the parameter. These are the information which one is initially, or when we define the function prototype, declare the function, at that initially compiler knows about that function information, and that one is useful as a point of view of understanding the program to the compiler. Therefore essentially function prototype specifies the input output connection. Interlinks means the connection to the function, that is simply the mentioning the input output connection to the function with the help of function prototype. What to give the function and what to expect from the function, that one is a process. The prototype gives these 2 things, what to expect and what to give to the particular function. Then prototype of function is also called the signature of function, or maybe the function declaration, we can say that. Okay, then generally C++ function have 3 parts, that is function prototype, function definition, everyone knows the function definition, and we call that function. These 2 points we already know. Then this first point, that is a function prototype, means what we will understand. Function prototype, definitely function prototype is a line which one is indicates that this is a indicate that or give the information to a compiler. This type of a function is available in a program. It returns a value in a particular data type, then it passes the how much parameters, and the parameters data types, that one is defined with the, or the informed to the compiler with the help of function prototype. Then function prototype, while writing a program we cannot use the function without specifying its type or without telling the compiler about it. Means whenever we define the function, we need to define the type of function, like int, then function name. So before calling a function, we must either declare or define a function. Before calling the function, we need to define the function, right? Body of the function, and then we call it under the main. We define a body of the function in a class, and then we call it under the main. These are the two processes. Then the declaring a function before calling a function is called the function declaration or the prototype. Declaring a function before calling a function is called the function declaration or the prototype. We need to declare it. It's not about the define, it's about the declaration. Define is different, declaration is different. Okay. In a previous lecture, we will understand. We already understand that define. We define the function under the class. We define the function outside the class. But the function declaration is different thing. Declaration means, like for example, int a semicolon. That is a declaration. Then again in a main function, or maybe again a next line, we mention a is equal to 10 semicolon. That is the definition. Define a value to the variable. Same thing, function have the same concept. Prototype means a declaration. When we declare, that's called the prototype, which tells the compiler that some point of program we will use the function of name specified in the prototype. That was mentioned under the particular prototype. That one is the function is used, the name of that function. Then syntax, that is a return type like int. Then function name as a function. Then parameter list like a, b, right? And the semicolon. We need to mention the semicolon at the function when we declare the function prototype. Function prototype must end with the semicolon, right? Function definition is not end with the semicolon. That one is a function name in a round bracket, curly bracket, body of function, and end of a curly bracket. That is a function definition. Then note a return type. That one is whatever the value we want to return. That one is mentioned before the function. Then the function name, that is the name of function we want to call it. Then the parameter list, that one is the total number of argument we need to pass to the function. These are the process of the function. Then that one is the general structure of the function in C++. That one is a IOStream, using namespace std, and then we define a return type, function name, and parameter passing. This is called as a function prototype, and the semicolon. And then our main function, then the body of function, like that. We will understand it with a particular example. This is simply the one code. The particular output of this code, whatever the output, this one is the output. And is the contained any function? No, the particular program does not contain any function. We will understand how exact the prototype function prototype is defined, or it may be declared. It's a simple code. This is simply the class. It contains a member function. Then when we mention this void print name here and mentioning as a semicolon, this is simply the function prototype. Function prototype, right? What exact the use of function prototype? When we save it and when we run it, it gives output. It's not reflect, but when we compile the code, it gives us support to at the time of execution. With the help of this declaration, particular compiler know about this function with a data type. It's a normal function. It's not a return value. It's a void in a data type, and no parameter passed. If we pass some parameter, or it may be the mentioning some or return some value to the particular function, then it's useful at the time of compilation. Compiler knows about all the things at the previous, and it gives a better output as a point of view of performance, like tells a return type of data and the particular argument, all the process which one is because of that function declaration compiler knows about in advance. Okay, this is simply the explanation about the function prototype. Okay, the next concept, that one is utility in a C++ or a utility function. Utility is a header file which contains different type of functions like a pairs function or a generic relational approach, generic swap function. It's a utility is a header file which contains some functions, and that function called as a utility functions. That is simple the concept. We will understand the swap function as a utility function. We will run this code and understand how exact the swap function is work as a utility function. We will just to copy this code. We will just clear this content. Okay, this code, this is the header file, utility header file. It contains a function definition, swap function definition. This is simply we call the only a swap function here. No body is available in this code, but the process of swapping is comes under the utility header file, and it gives the output. This is simply the one array is a blank array, then B contains this 4 value, and we will just do a swap the value, that is copy the B content into a or A content into a B, and we will just print A because of A contain does not means A array is a nil array and B contains a value. When we swap it, the particular B array content copied in a particular A array. We will run this code, and with the help of this we can easily understand the utility function, how exact the utility function is used. It prints a content. We print the A array. Initially it's null, and when we call the swap function, it swap the value from B to A and A to B. B is a null now. Then this is simply the swap function. It comes under the utility header file, and a utility header file contains a swap function body or the particular function execute under the utility header file. That's why it's called the swap is a utility function. Same, the multiple functions are available under the utility. We will again take another example about to make a pair utility function. Make a pair means what? Normally we store the value under the variable, and if you want to store the pair of value in a particular single variable, then we use the pair utility function. That one is simply initialize the pair with the int type. This is a pair, is a initialization. Pair contains a 2 value. The particular word itself explain the pair means a 2 value. That one is both values are the int, and it stores under the A. Then we just to assign the particular value with the help of make pair function. Use the make pair function to assign the value. A is equal to, this is initialization, this is a declaration. Then A make a pair and passes the 2 value. Then it copy that 2 value under the A variable. That is A is a pair variable. Then same thing for a B. We copy the different type of values, or that maybe the when we mention the B as in a single quote, we will check the output. But all the values comes under the A and B. That one is the integers. Then we will print, when we print the value, that one is A, it accessed with A dot first and A dot second. It is a pair, that's why this is the first and this is second. This is first, this is second. And A dot first, that is A variable, dot first means the 10, A dot second, that means the 20, and it prints the output. That is simply the make a pair and assign the value to a pair variable. That is comes under the utility function, and that's why this make a pair function called as a utility function. That is simply the concept. We will run the code. It's simply the utility function concept. Sorry, we will save it, and we will check it out, the utility function, how exact make a pair, run the code. It prints a 10 and 20 because of A stores the pair 10 and 20, and the B stores the 15 and 66. Why 15? Because of it's not a floating, it's an integer, that's why it's only take the 15. And why B? It takes the ASCII value of B, that is the 66. It prints the all the value with the make a pair function, and that make a pair function is a utility function. That is the actual the concept behind the utility function. Utility in a C++. Utility is a header file which contains a different type of a function, and that function called as a utility function, and that one is our syllabus point. Okay, that is simply the end with the function prototype and the utility function. Thank you.